Hey you guys, I'm back with another reaction video. Yeah, this is another kind of like survival game. Me personally, I'm actually kind of getting into these type of survival games because like at first I wasn't really into them because I don't know at first. Like it was just like I tried one. I think it was like DayZ, I think, and I actually got it for like free, and I tried it. And I think that was like my first type of like survival game where you gotta make sure your character eats. You gotta have like a little shelter. You gotta craft stuff. I wasn't really all into that until I really just hopped back into one and I really kind of got the hang of it. And I was like, you know what, man? I'm kind of getting into these kind of like survival, do it yourself, make sure your character is okay, kind of do it yourself type of games. And I saw this game right here, and I'm like, you know what, man? Let me take a little more in depth, deep dive into this game right here. But without further ado, man, let's hop in today's video and see what this is all about.
Sons of the Forest is mere months away, and if you're like us, you're desperate to know what's going on in the world.
Okay, you got the dude chopping a tree, got the zombies, different type of
so with a bit of
zombies.
developers themselves and what we can piece together from the trailers.
Yo, that's looking crazy. What is that? Look like a big blob or something. What? So it's called the Sons of the Forest. All right. Realistic building mechanics. Yeah, so you really having to build in this game.
Whether a temporary shelter to survive your first night,
yeah,
time-consuming log cabin.
Gotta build your cabin.
Survival guide, select a build, plunk it down.
Oh, so you got a survival guide? Okay, that's even better. Because I don't even think most of them games give you that. They just throw you into an area. You know it's a survival game, and it's like survive.
Pick up a log, chop it in half, and place it down yourself. How about a defensive wall? Swing your axe to carve out the spikes just like you could in real life. Based on the trailers, Sons of the Forest is shaping up to be a more interactive experience with new realistic.
Okay, you can, set up, make fire. Okay, that's a lousy piece of shelter. That's lousy. That's not gonna hold up against no wet. What about the weather? The weather just gonna blow that away.
Just helped keep the player in the immersion, so no 2D screens of just this and this craft.
But keeping the player immersed doesn't just stop at building. It also applies to crafting animations too. When crafting weapons like a spear, you're now treated to the animation of your character taping up 2 sticks and using a knife to sharpen one end.
Okay, that's pretty cool. Oh, that's really cool. I'm liking that.
The world of the forest can be a pretty brutal place, full of dark caves and disgusting mutants. But at least it's not a lonely.
Okay, so you fighting mutants, not zombies.
Has other friendly characters to interact with.
So yeah, there's other characters in the world who are the typical enemy types, and they'll help you or maybe give you some information about the game or the story and help you lead you through the world.
Surprisingly, one of these characters is a type of enemy we've previously faced while playing the forest. Peppered throughout the various trailers are shots.
I'm liking the graphics, man. The graphics is looking really good, man.
The main character. While typically being an enemy you'd want to avoid, this Virginia is unlike any you might have encountered before. We're not sure how this unlikely partnership begins in-game, but having someone who can dual-wield a shotgun and a pistol seems pretty useful. But she might not necessarily be.
But do she run out of bullets though? And that's the thing. Do she actually run out of bullets?
But it's unclear whether or not this is another co-op player or someone who can be found in the game world.
Smarter AI.
While you might not realize it at first, the cannibals found within the forest can be a crafty bunch. Not only do you have to deal with various tribes, each with their own behavior patterns and difficulty, but you also have to consider what tactics they'll use against you depending on the time of day. With Sons of the Forest, it appears Endnight Games have taken their AI systems a step further, improving on what we saw in the first game.
Yo, these freaking enemies are freaking wild.
Actively tearing down the player base, as well as trying to steal resources from
what? So they be stealing?
From the encounters in the first game.
Oh, so they are stealing.
You know, like it explicit interactions were designed, though a lot of it was.
Yo, cause you could sit up there be building. Yo, yeah, that's crazy, son. So you could literally be sitting up there building like like a cabin or something, and then one of these things can just come out of nowhere and start stealing your stuff. Yo, that is wild, son, man. That's crazy.
Idea and actually like really build it, like have brains, have.
Can literally just come out of nowhere and start stealing your resources.
New, smarter enemies throughout the trailers, from enemies hiding away to ambush you at the right moment, to the player being.
So they can ambush you too. Golly, bro.
I can't wait to see what else they can do.
You got 3D printing.
Inevitably comes new toys, and Sons of the Forest is no exception. In what appears to be some kind of bunker, you'll come across a 3D printer, a first for the series.
Shoot, I might as well just stay in the bunker. Shoot, building a freaking cabin or something, I could just stay in the bunker.
A red mask, which can be used to blend in with the
Use the bunker as shelter.
We don't know much beyond its initial appearance. It does seem to have some use beyond just mask printing.
The idea of that is just to add another layer on that, so there might be things that you can't find, but you could create to fit the world. The example might be a mask.
Oh, that's pretty cool then. New enemies.
Fortnite isn't shy about turning up the creep factor of the enemies you'll be facing, and based on the trailers released so far,
Yo, that dude shot the head, and then one of the enemies turned around and started running, bro. Yo, that was crazy.
Full scale of this enemy is as of yet, but it might just be the biggest enemy we've seen so far. Next is a group of pale, faceless cannibals, and given the environment,
Faceless
could suggest that these
enemies. So you got faceless enemies.
Around in the game's various cave networks. Here we get our first look at the tall, gold mask-wearing brute, who tosses a dead cannibal aside like a ragdoll. Given the mask, this could indicate a cannibal leader of some sort. This can only be described as the nastiest mix of split open appendages and
It looks so
a
nasty.
chance to see what it's capable of, but at least we know that
That thing look nasty.
If things couldn't get any worse, there's also an enemy conjoined by the hip, which can also crawl across walls. And lastly, another tall monstrosity which seems to be a mix of two mutants stacked on top of each other. Delightful. It appears there's going to be
I thought that was a freaking worm.
enemies to deal with in Sons of the Forest, but that doesn't mean the ones you faced in the past aren't getting any love either.
We've sort of taken a lot of archetypes from the first game and sort of rethought them or reimagined them in some degree. Feeling we took from the first game, which is like how they interact with you, like the screaming and sort of the sort of tribal nature of
He just killed the other one and just stopped. Like, it's crazy.
Turn it up as much as we can.
New weapons.
Exploring the
So
forest
you got
is
new
a
weapons.
job, and bringing the right weapon with you could be the difference between life or death. Thankfully, it's looking like Sons of the Forest has significantly expanded its arsenal of weapons.
We've added a lot more ballistic style weapons.
That's good to know. They add new weapons.
Shotgun, the taser, as you said, and then a range of new melee weapons. The Forest had pretty basic stats on a lot of the weapons. There were certain mechanics as far as like block mechanics, but we sort of tried to extend that out as far as like how functional they are and how they behave.
A small crossbow can briefly be seen, which should come in handy for precise shots against cannibals from afar, or even for hunting food. From the 16th century to the 21st century, a
It looked kind of slow reloading whatever weapon that was.
Weapon, but it seems to be
Kinda
a pretty
slow.
good tool for scaring off the cannibals too. Not present in the forest, the shovel is first seen being used to dig up some dirt, but we wouldn't be surprised if it could be equipped as a weapon too. A pump-action shotgun also makes an appearance and can seemingly be upgraded with a rail system, added scope, and even an extra shell holder on the side, featuring the added bonus of blowing off the cannibal's bone mask as well when fired at close range. There's even the addition of some non-lethal weaponry.
Yo, that enemy right there look nasty, bro. Like it got like a little split.
Details regarding the story are slim, but from what we can piece together from the trailers and even the Steam store page, the premise seems closely aligned.
So far, man, these graphics looking good though.
For a wrecked helicopter, a dad searching for his son to a group of soldiers searching for a missing target, and you've got yourself a good old-fashioned story of survival with a hint of cannibalism and, well, gazebo building. But there are a few things that caught our eye. We're shown a group of soldiers flying in the Sahara Therapeutics helicopter to an undisclosed location. Are we working for the company that started this mess in the first place? And where are we flying to? This could tie into the ending of the original
What
game,
the
with
heck
Timmy
is
now
that?
being an adult and the person currently searching for Sight 2. Is Timmy along with
Oh,
his father?
what the heck was going on up in his
The trailer
arms?
might suggest, with two unknown characters saving what appears to be the protagonist. We're still a few months away from Sons of the Forest, but if you've got an itching for even more videos, make sure to stick with IGN. Next month we'll be sharing our exclusive hands-on preview on Sons of the Forest, as well as more information about the game from the developers themselves. For now though, make sure...
Alright, y'all, man, I'm definitely going to be taking another deep dive into that when they come out with more information about the game, because I'm really like interested in getting this game just to see how I'm going to do, because typically survival games is not really my type of games, like puzzle games and survival games like this. But I'm starting to take I'm starting to like gravitate more towards these type of survival games just to give them another go, give them another shot. And I think this generation I'm gonna give them another go, because last generation I was like, ain't my cup of tea. But I'm gonna try to, give myself another chance and give this genre another chance, because I think I might find something out about myself about playing this, and I want to do this because I think I can really get into these type of survival games, actually enjoy them, actually beat them, and who knows, man, I might find something more into it that I didn't think I would like about these type of games if I give it another chance. But y'all let me know, man, how y'all feeling down in the comments about Sons of the Forest, man, so far. Did y'all like this? Hit me in the comments. Are y'all into survival type games like this? Let me know all that down in the comments. With that being said, I appreciate each and every one of you guys that do check out the video, no matter how long you stayed in the video. And for any future people that may get suggested through YouTube, check out my channel, consider hitting that subscribe button. That'll definitely help me out, like I always say. And with that being said, I'll see y'all in the next video. Peace out.